TV miniseries review of Murder is Easy from 2023. A solid mystery and a lady named Morfydd, that's the last name, is terrific. Murder is Easy kicks off when Luke, who has come to England for some government position, meets little old lady Miss Pinkerton, an excellent Penelope Wilton, who is headed to Scotland Yard to persuade them that a series of accidents in her little town are actually murders. She doesn't make it to the yard, so Luke decides to take up the cause. He goes to her small town, which has a nice sense of underlying hostility. Half the residents seem like they might be murderers, half seem like they might be scared, and most look askance at Luke, who is both a stranger and a black man in a small English village in like the 50s. Luke soon finds himself romancing a sharp-witted local and making himself a bother to a number of people. Meanwhile, the accidents continue. I found David Johnson's Luke a little bland, but Morfydd Clark, oh, that's her first name, Morfydd Clark is terrific as his world-weary, complicated love interest, and Tom Riley is excellent as a rich jerk. And Johnson has good chemistry with Morfydd and is fun when he is needling suspects in his low-key way. Overall, this was an intriguing mystery, but the second of the two parts felt a little less compelling than part one, and it felt particularly draggy when I figured out the murderer and had to watch the detective catch up. He's no Hercule Poirot, but I think that's the point. Most people aren't equipped to solve a murder. On IMDb, I see a number of reviewers object to the lead being black because apparently there were no black men in England in the 50s, and because racism and colonialism come up a few times, but I thought it was an interesting approach. On the other hand, Luke's recurrent dream is a silly addition that, even when its psychology is explained, seemed pointless both in terms of the mystery and Luke's personal journey. I don't know why the writer thought it was a good idea to add. The ending wasn't quite as emotionally satisfying as I would have liked, but it does make sense in the context of the story. Don't pay attention to the low rating on IMDb. I think that's mainly from Brits angry that colonialism comes up and people who saw the Marple adaptation and now are convinced that Miss Marple is the original detective of the book, which she's not, and that this adaptation tossed her out in favor of a black dude. This isn't one of the best BBC Agatha Christie adaptations,